Hey, GCC family, hope you guys are doing well today. You know, one of the things that I've been struggling with recently is this simple question: which thing is more loving? And it's come up a lot in the midst of COVID and in the midst of all of the craziness going on in our nation right now. It's just come up a lot. Which thing is more loving? Because we know, we're all followers of Jesus, we know that Jesus's commands were all summed up in two simple ones: to love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and to love your neighbor as yourself. Obviously, loving our neighbors is this super crucial, important thing, but man, it can be complicated, especially in the modern atmosphere, especially in the modern world. It's like, which thing is more loving? Just for example, and I'm not going to tell you which side of this conversation I'm personally on, but maybe I'm not on either side of it. Anyway, just for example, what about wearing a mask? Some people will stand emphatically and say it is more loving to not wear a mask, while others stand emphatically and say it's more loving to wear a mask. Opposite ends of the spectrum, and they say, my side is right, your side is wrong. Can't you see it from my perspective? Doesn't it make sense to you? I don't know. Obviously, it's not so easy. Knowing what love is can be really, really challenging. And it reminds me of the famous love chapter in the Bible. 1 Corinthians chapter 13. We often read it at weddings, but it's actually in context about living life as Christians together. That's the context that Paul is writing these words in. So without any further ado, here's 1 Corinthians chapter 13, and here's Paul's definition, God's inspired through Paul's definition of love. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. So which side is more loving? I think that the side that's more loving is the side that says, I'm less important than my neighbor. I'm going to love them whatever the cost may be. The side that says, I'm going to put my own desires and rights and this and that on the back burner for the sake of someone else. It's hard, it's costly, but I think that's the biblical definition of love. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. God bless.